Greetings, everyone. First, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tobias Delphi Dongan Nainggolan, and I am an undergraduate student from the School of Business and Management of Bandung Institute of Technology, Indonesia. And I am here today to present my findings on my research paper regarding the influence of CSR storytelling on consumer perception and business performance, the case of TOMS. Now, the flow of which I will present my findings starts with the background, then the research question and research objectives, then the literature review, the hypotheses, the findings and discussions, and finally the conclusion. Now, to start things off, corporate social responsibility, or CSR, has become a crucial component of business strategy as companies increasingly address social and environmental issues to meet the expectations of conscious consumers. TOMS, founded in 2006 by Blake Mycoskie, exemplifies effective CSR with its one for one model. We will address that more later, where every purchase results in a donation to someone in need. By utilizing storytelling to communicate its missions, TOMS foster emotional connections with customers, making CSR an essential part of the consumer experience. Next, the research question that is needed for this research is how does CSR storytelling affect consumer perception and business performance? Now, to answer this question and the objectives of this research is first investigate the impact of CSR storytelling on consumer attitudes towards TOMS. Next is to assess how the attitudes influence TOM's overall success. And finally, is to provide insights into the role of CSR in today's business practices. Now, moving on, getting into the literature review. First, we need to understand CSR in business, where CSR is a key principle for modern businesses focusing on ethical conduct. It involves considering social, environmental, and economic impacts. And now, the belief that businesses should benefit the community is increasingly accepted. Younger consumers prefer socially responsible brands. Next is to understand CSR marketing. CSR is becoming crucial to marketing, appealing to consumers valuing ethics. Storytelling helps brands connect emotionally, and many consumers will buy from companies that advocate for their beliefs, their own personal beliefs. Then we need to understand also the social enterprise marketing strategy, where social enterprises like TOMS combine social missions with marketing. Their focus is on transparency, authenticity, and storytelling. Now, Tom's one for one model shows how purchases can help others, and community engagement fosters consumer loyalty and advocacy. Next, we dive more into Tom's as a brand of Tom shoes. Founded in 2006 by Blake Mycoskie, TOMS is a social enterprise known for its one for one model, which is donating a pair of shoes for every pair sold. The brand has expanded to include sunglasses, bags, and coffee, while emphasizing sustainability and social impact. So they don't only sell shoes anymore. Now, with a minimalist aesthetic, Toms foster emotional connections through storytelling, reinforcing consumer loyalty and positioning itself as a leader in corporate social responsibility in the fashion industry. Now, how does Toms market their brand? Toms uses its one for one model to donate a product for every purchase, emphasizing social responsibility through emotional storytelling on social media and influencer partnerships. The brand connects with its consumers and builds community. Experiential marketing events enhance engagement, positioning TOMS as a leader in corporate social responsibility and positively impacting their consumer perception and business success. Now, from our initial findings, we can come up with these three hypotheses. First is that the effectiveness of TOM's CSR storytelling enhances consumer perception of their brand as socially responsible, leading to the increased brand loyalty. Second is that consumers' emotional engagement with TOM's CSR narratives positively impacts their purchasing decisions, resulting in improved sales performances. And third is that TOM's CSR storytelling creates a strong community among consumers, fostering the word of mouth marketing that further amplifies the brand's reach and visibility. Then the methods of data collection for this research is a qualitative approach to gather secondary data by reviewing academic articles and case studies on CSR storytelling. By analyzing Tom's marketing materials, including their websites, their social medias, we can understand how the brand communicates its CSR initiatives. Additionally, consumer feedback from online reviews and social media will provide insights to public perception and key elements of Tom's CSR storytelling. Now, we will assess how Tom's narratives impact consumer behavior and brand loyalty. The effectiveness of their storytelling will be evaluated through marketing materials, while sentiment analysis of consumer feedback will gauge public perception. This analysis will help us understand the relationship between CSR storytelling and business performance. Additionally, I have also used specific frameworks or models to analyze this research. Now, how did the findings and discussions come to be? First, we analyze from Tom's ideology. Now, Tom's is a leader in socially responsible business practices, merging commercial success with social good. The company's mission emphasizes on creating positive change through its commitments to CSR. Consumers prefer brands that exhibit social responsibility, giving Tom's a competitive edge. And Tom's cultivate a sense of community among customers, promoting itself as a more than a shoe brand, rather a movement for social change. Now, by analyzing the one for one model that Tom's has continually applied, we can see that it is the central to Tom's marketing strategy, where each shoe sold results in a donation to a child in need. Hence, the one for one naming. This approach has sparked interest in social enterprise models. Research indicates that consumers are drawn to brands supporting social causes. The clear message of one for one boosts customers' engagement and turns consumers into active participants in Tom's mission. A survey found that a significant percentage of consumers are likely to buy from companies advocating for issues that they care about. Now, regarding Tom's business's performance, Tom's CSR model correlates positively with its business performance as we see reports over 500 million in revenues in 2020. Companies with robust CSR initiatives typically outperform competitors in profitability. Tom's transparency regarding donations fosters consumers' trust, vital for consumer loyalty. We can see from Tom's impact report that they share annually. With sustainability becoming a priority for millennials and Gen Z, Tom's alignment with these values boosts its market success. Now, by utilizing the ADA model, or attention, interest, desire, and action model, we can see how Tom's marketing strategy involves itself in the effects to the consumer perception. First, attention. Tom's is able to grab attention through engaging stories about beneficiaries of their donations in ads and social media. Then in interest, Tom's generate interest by showcasing results such as impact reports on donated shoes and communities served. Next is desire. TOMS creates a desire for its products by framing purchases as contributions to a cause, fostering emotional connections and brand loyalty. Lastly, action. The clarity of one for one motivates consumer action, leading to increased sales. A notable percentage of consumers are willing to pay more for sustainable brands. Lastly, we analyze the downsides of TOMS and its strategies. Now, despite its achievements, TOMS faces criticisms of its CSR approach. Some argue that the one for one model may foster dependency among recipients. Competition in the socially responsible market pressures TOMS to innovate continuously. Relying on consumer donations may lead to revenue volatility, making TOMS sensitive to changes in consumer behavior. That is what we have seen from TOMS over the years. Lastly, many consumers now expect brands to take social stances, pushing TOMS to also adapt in its CSR strategies. Now, in conclusion, TOMS has effectively integrated CSR into its business model, using the one for one strategy to build a strong, mission driven brand that resonates with socially conscious consumers. Now, this approach has driven both consumer loyalty and significant business growth. However, to sustain the success in a competitive and evolving market, TOMS must address the challenges of potential dependency created by its philanthropic efforts and continuously innovate to meet changing consumer expectations in the future. Thank you. That is all that I have to share with you today.